We are surrounded by, embedded within, and constantly engaging with an infinite sea of human-created systems, such as the largely unnoticed human miracles of tens of thousands of us hurtling ourselves down freeway systems with incredible speed, precision, and accuracy. Or the myriad of aerospace flights moving around the globe each day in a symphonic dance of orbits, landings, and takeoffs. We are not only members of these systems, but participants in their motion and creation with each decision we make every day of our lives. Most of these acts of self-determination appear incredibly inconsequential and insignificant. Nonetheless, they make up our individual contribution to the throng of human systems manifested out of the routine lives of 8 billion people on this planet. Our society focuses on personal contributions and celebrates the achievements of individual people. All the while, we largely ignore the power we possess as a collective human entity.
As a result, we live within the consequences of our decisions without fully understanding how we participate in creating them. We often look for outside sources of accountability rather than seeking to understand our own responsibility as a player within the constructs we help design. One area in which this phenomena of creation and the culpability at the systems level can be observed most predominantly is in our vocational lives. Hello, I'm Dr. Jerry Balarosa Tennell, Principal Consultant for Co3 Consulting, co-creating cohesive communities.
And I'm Jeremy Tennell, Lead Consultant with Co3 Consulting.
We want to introduce you to a comprehensive leadership development program we call Host Systems Leadership. This program was designed and built with the education and expertise we gathered from a decade of research and study, beginning with our immersion into the Host System Design Master Program at Antioch University, Seattle.
Thus began a journey into building a paradigm for better understanding our world in a wholly unique and relevant way for this new 21st millennium.
Host system leadership begins with the whole in mind. In today's world, systems thinking has become a buzzword without context. Many individuals within organizations describe the changes needed or the problems identified as systemic, with no real understanding of what that means.
Sure, systemic does mean larger than the individual, but at Co3 Consulting, our approach is to see systems holistically, which means that includes you and me as members and participants of the system as well.
Leaders that learn to cultivate a systemic paradigm learn to move beyond the traps of 19th and 20th century forms of thought, such as linear and critical thinking. These tools of westernized and colonized society have served us well to build massive institutions that value growth over cultivation, consumption over conservation, doing over being, and possession over participation.
These colonized ideals are what causes organizations to hire towards equity goals without performing the transformative work to prepare for a more diverse team. The same thought forms trap leaders in outcome-based objectives rather than growth-focused goals that can only be found in learning to read feedback loops rather than reacting to them.
Teams will emerge from this training with a clearer understanding that driving towards an organizational mission is far less about the implementation of policy or adherence to procedure, but flowing with the cultural shifts, open to the information being delivered, and adapting as human beings.
Co3 Consulting can help lead your organization beyond these snares and prepare your team to be an effective enterprise of the 21st century.